Hi, in this video I will show you how to assemble an extension cord. You can buy an extension cord at any supermarket, shop or at an open market, but its quality may leave much to be desired. For safety reasons, I would recommend assembling an extension cord yourself and for your specific needs. Buying and using a low-quality extension cord, you endanger not only yourself, but also your family and close people. Specifically for this video, I bought a $6 extension cord at a supermarket, and I am going to show you what elementary mistakes were made in its structure. Buying such an extension cord, the person does not understand where it can and cannot be used. I would like to admit that this extension cord is not that bad. There are many cases when the plate is placed not on ceramics, but the plastics itself. It's not the case here. There is also a reliable clamp used here, although very often the stranded wire is put right under the screw, which can break the cable section. The only serious shortcoming that I see here is that the cable section is 0.5 square millimeters. That is, this extension cable cannot deal with more than 1 kilowatt of power. More power will hit the cable and can even cause a fire. In other words, this extension cord is strictly forbidden to use for electric tools or in the kitchen, where the power consumption is pretty high. As far as the plug is concerned, as it is a cast, non-collapsible type here, I think it's fine inside too, as opposed to this cheap, collapsible type, which is of low quality. I would also draw your attention that it's written here 10 to 16 amperes, which corresponds to the power of almost 4 kilowatts, depending on the wire section. However, as I mentioned before, we have the main cable section of 0.5 square millimeters, which can cope with only 1 kilowatt of power. So this extension cord can be used for a TV set, some chargers, that is, where the electric power will be minimum. To assemble an electric cord, we will need a plug, a board, and a PVC cable. PVC cable, which is 3 to 1.5 square millimeters and 7 meters long. Mind please that 1.5 square millimeters that I use might not suit your needs, as we should first understand the devices that you are going to use. If you are going to have an electric power of up to 4 kilowatts, I recommend a 2.5 millimeter cable. Let's start assembling. After the board is ready, we start preparing the cable. The cable is ready. The important moment here is tightening the screw. You must be careful not to push it too hard to avoid breaking the screw. Likewise, be aware not to leave it too loose, as it may cause poor contact with the cable. This may also lead to problems. It's important to tighten the cable here. In case of jerks or pulling, the main effect will be here, rather than on the clamps. Now to the plug. Pay attention that the plug must also be with a tightener. That is, when we insert the cable, we should be able to tighten it with a screw. That's extremely important, as the cable is often jerked and pulled. And in this case, the main influence will be not on the clamps, This could cause a breakaway of the cable, but on the tightener. Pay attention that after clearing, the wires must remain undamaged. The extension cable is ready for work. Let's try it out. Guys, let's step away in case it blows everything up. Wow, it even works. If you like this video, please like it and subscribe to the channel. Now we have one more extension cord.